So next we have one of the names that if you have been watching Devi Parashaktakashikreading, you would have heard one of the names where Devi has called so many times is Ma Serene Chia. And she has had many questions answered from Devi Parashakti. And today, Ma Serene Chia is here to share her experience. And I think she got a beautiful spiritual name from the from Devi Parashakti herself. So she has a new name, but I'll have her come and reveal it. And so she's going to share in Chinese, and we have a Chinese translator also joining us to to translate what Serene Chia is going to be translating. So thank you so much, Ma Serene Chia, Nithyanandam, and welcome to Nithyananda TV. And thank you for joining live today to share your experience.
Thank you, Nithyanandam. OK， 我很感动的就是我最近都一直被女神祝福。那在她祝福之后呢，我觉得我内在的深层恐惧，就是对金钱啊，对那些物质，对房子的不舍得，全部的恐惧都挖出来了。所以那整个星期我是一直在做圆满，一直在面对那些恐惧的。
Okay, she's sharing that she's feeling very touched that she's been receiving blessings from Devi Parashakti. And this really helped her with her inner deep fears about wealth and her properties. Because recently she's been doing completions about all these fears.
Okay. 那就因为在显化 HJP 的过程中，我对就是金钱的恐惧啊，那些不圆满，真的就是感受到，因为我一直就是之前都一直我去银行做转账的时候就是被拒绝，所以我知道就是我内在的不圆满，然后才会导致这些状况。
So she's telling about her fears during the process of manifesting SJP. And one incident was that when she went to the bank to do a wire transaction, she got declined. So she found there's completion in this area. Incompletion.
对，就是被女神祝福过后呢，那整个星期我的恐惧是非常的剧烈，就是我从来没有面对过这么剧烈的恐惧，就是我感受到我的心脏就很紧绷，然后好像要爆裂这样。那我知道这一切都是女神在帮我疗愈，就把我的恐惧挖出来，让我去面对。
So after she's got the blessings from Devi Parashakti, she can really feel this intense feeling of fears all coming at the same time. So she's knowing that it's Devi Parashakti that's healing her.
Yes. 然后呢，就在那整个星期的过程中，我去面对了，去做了圆满。然后呢，我就到了有一天，我就跟大师说，如果你认为我今天是圆满的了，那就请你显化给我看。我去到银行的时候呢，是会有一个非常漂亮的车位在银行前面，然后至少会有就最多2个人在银行前面排队吧。因为那间银行我每次去都是排很长的，所以我就跟大师这么说。
Okay, because of this intense fear that she's feeling after the receiving of the blessings from Devi Parashakti, so she did the completion with the fear, and then she asked Swamiji to show her a sign that she can do this wire transaction. She asked Swamiji to show her that when she reached the bank, there will be a nice parking place in front of the bank, and there should be only 2 people in line at the count.
Yes, then so the day, okay, 那一天我过去的时候呢， 就真的显化了，就看到哇，真的是有一个车位就在银行前面，然后真的只有2个人在排队，所以我就很有信心说我今天应该就可以转账成功。
So this thing turned out really just what she wanted Swamiji to manifest. So everything just turned out exactly what she wanted. So Swamiji really manifest all this for her. There's a parking place and there are only 2 people in the bank. So now then she was full of confidence that she knew she could do the wire transaction.
Yes. 然后我就去到了银行职员就帮我拿了那个号码，好像才不到1分钟就到我了。那我就去柜台，我就带齐了文件，我就告诉柜台说我要做这个转账，因为上个星期转账不成功，就会银行需要多一点资料，那我今天带齐资料来了。
Okay, so she went straight in and there's a person there, a staff there that helped her with a waiting number, but she waited less than only 1 minute. And then she's got everything needed for the proof and it just went perfectly well.
对，那银行职员就叫我坐下来的时候，他就在检查那个文件嘛。那过后我就看到他又叫另外一位同事来看这些文件，当时我心里又升起了一点恐惧。可是我就比起在上一个星期去到银行的时候，那个恐惧是差很多的。上一个星期还不圆满的时候，我的恐惧，我的心脏就好像快跳出来这样，所以我就感受得到那个分别。
Okay. So she went to do the wire transaction the first time. It was a week earlier. At that time, she was really frightened. She was full of doubts and fears. But this time, still the staff there was still checking all the documents. But then there's this staff checking and asking another one to come check again. She was waiting, but she's feeling she's more, much less fear than what she was a week ago. Yeah.
Yes. 然后呢，过后我又再看到他们就叫更高层的，应该是经理级的这个银行职员过来看这个文件了。我当下我就赶快闭上眼睛，我就观想他就是大师，他在看银行文件。然后呢大师说这些钱是转去Kailasa的 OK 可以 pass。
Well, after 2 staff checking her documents, finally a senior manager was called in. And when the manager was checking all the things, she just visualized that it's Swamiji that's checking the proof, checking the documents. And and Swamiji says, okay, the money's going to Kailasa. We approve.
OK， 那就接下来就是那一位经理把我的文件带去，就是去到他座位，输入那些 switch code， 然后他就叫我过来，他就叫我名字过来，他就给我看那个荧幕上面的那个银行的资料，他说这个资料不是你给我的这个。后来我就突然想到是的，这个资料是刚好Serene Amitra 有发给我在我的 WhatsApp 里面。我就说不好意思，我给错你旧的资料，我的新资料是在我的 WhatsApp 里。那我就给他看，他就说好的，那你现在发来我的邮件吧。
So the senior manager took her to his office and he found a minor difference. Something was not right and he asked her the question, this is not the thing that you are supposed to hand it over to me. And then she suddenly remembered, yes, there should be somehow the document is in her WhatsApp app. So she just told the manager that she would email him to his email address.
那我就觉得很神奇，因为通常银行是不会直接给我们他们的邮件的，通常这样的情况他一定会叫我你再回去把这个文件打印出来再倒回来吧。 但这一切都没有发生，我就觉得好惊讶。
So what she found surprising is that usually the banks in Taiwan, they would ask you to go back home and collect everything again and come back. But this time the manager just directly gave her his email address. So it was really easy this time.
Yes, and 然后在上一个星期我去转账的时候，其实是有被问到，就是他说这个 lifetime membership 太贵了，然后也跟我说我们的银行最多一天不能转超出多少钱出国。那个时候我知道我是不圆满的状态下，我才会显化这么多问题出来。那可是当天呢，我就很神奇，我知道圆满了，然后这些问题他们从头到尾都没有提过，从来就没有提过什么 lifetime membership 太贵啊，或者是说那个一天不能转超出多少钱，就完全都没有被质疑这些问题。
Okay, so a week earlier when she went to the bank for the first time, the staff there was asking her why you needed to pay such big amount of money. Why we usually don't do this large amount of money abroad. And she knew that at that time, the reason why she got declined, all the problems happened because of her incompletion. But this time, they didn't ask anything. The question wasn't repeated. So, yeah, it's different this time.
然后呢，还有一个就是之前本来我有想过要换银行的，被拒绝过后的上个星期嘛，后来我想其实是我内在不圆满嘛，即使换银行你不圆满也是不会成功的，所以我决定就是去做一个实验嘛，就是在你圆满的状态下，你回到同样的银行，我觉得就不会有那么多问题，所以我就坚持我不换银行，我倒回同一间银行，然后我就要做这个实验嘛，就要做大师所说的，你内在圆满的话呢，你的外在的那些逻辑啊根本都不会运作。
So she went back to the same bank for the second time out of an experiment, because she knew that the first time she got declined was because of her incompletion. She did thought of changing another bank and try it, but then she knew because of her incompletion, now she's completed. She can carry this completion to the same bank and do the same procedure again. So she wants to see if she's the result. It's an experiment for her.
是，我就觉得这一切的过程啊，在显化 AJP 的过程，这一些恐惧啊、不圆满啊等等的，所有这些经历，我觉得是大师要给我一个亲身的见证，要让我知道呢，当你圆满的话，你那些逻辑的外在的逻辑都无法就是阻碍你。
So now she knows that it's Swamiji really wants her to experience her fear, her incompletion with fear. And now she realized that when she's completed, no more logic can stop her.
是的，所以我也很感谢，就是在女神的祝福下呢，我有感受到内在空间的不同，就是好像怎样说呢，就是除了把我的深层恐惧带走，然后就注入了比较多爱的能量吧。然后因为我今天觉得我突然有一个想法说，我最近好像更爱大师了，我最近好像不这么容易发火什么的，好像就是我感觉就是女神一直在祝福我嘛，我觉得是女神知道我可能从小到大都觉得自己是被冷漠的，不被爱的，可能她知道我缺爱，所以她就一直的祝福我，注入爱的能量给我。
So she's been repeatedly getting blessings from Devi Parashakti. She feels that because her childhood, she wasn't a loved child. So now that's why Devi Parashakti wants her to feel being loved. And now she feels that with the blessings, her inner space has changed. She's now full of love, and now she's got deeper connection with Swamiji as well, deeper love towards Swamiji as well.
Wow, beautiful, mom.
Yeah， 然后我也要感谢，就是在我 HAP 显化的过程中，一直鼓励我、一直帮助我的老师，如马 Paramesha、马 Andandini， 还有马 Kailasa， 很感谢他们一直鼓励我，没有放弃我，然后我也很感谢自己没有放弃。
Now, finally, she wants to thank all the volunteers that's supporting her through all this SJP manifestation. And she's feeling lucky that she didn't give up, and she's made it.
Wow, beautiful, ma. Wonderful, Serene. It was a very wonderful, very touching sharing how just the space of completion manifests so much in us, and how once the space shifts to the space of completion, how everything outside just reflects that space of completion. It is a beautiful sharing, ma Serene. Thank you so much for coming live and sharing your experience with us today.
Thank you, ma. Thank you, Katie.
Thank you.
Thank you, Nithyanandam.
Nithyanandam.